Alright, part 2 is going to go back on the regular camera. Yeah, that way it gets on the big screen. Otherwise, a smartphone, when it's on military camera, it's that little fucking vertical bullshit. It has to have a converter. And brother has to go get a converter. It has to have fucking money and time to get a fucking converter. Been wanting a converter for the past fucking 8 months. Tuesday, 13/29, 41 seconds, the year 2024, 8th month, August, 13th day. Continuing on with a song that all of a sudden just spawned up with a melody. to hit that note. That was the fucking first finger fucking bend up to the fucking A note. That's the first time that's ever happened. And it happened on fucking surprise too. It sounded so fucking good when it was hitting that fucking split second it was hit. That's the fuck. Here's the 4, 1, 1, 1, 1, 5 to a 3 back to the 4. Now, there's too much bass in this, so the brother's going to put it on 71 back on the Zoom. Remember, the big Cube 40, the fuses blew out on it. It needs two 5 amp, 125 watt fucking fuses. The brother has to have time and money to go get down and get them. Now this is the more of the treble sounding one. It's more kind of gritty and more sounds like the fucking amps fucking going out, but it's a way to fluctuate between fucking treble and fucking bass. For the self here. For the self here. this is all with no fingertips. No fingertips. That's what they look like. So the brother has to have special adjustments in order to get the notes out, and you know, it ain't like it used to be. It used to be fucking just fucking God. Okay, now gonna change from a brand new Flowmaster to a brand new Gator pick, or you know, a new one, fresh, without all the fucking brand bullshit.
That was all F key, A3, A4. This is fucking E fucking 6, the E key, the G key.
Yeah, the fucking sound is fucking tweaking.
The fucking knobs need to be blown out with air. Your brother had to turn them to the fucking crackling. There's an E and E. 6656. Da 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 da. Oh, 665556.
So that's 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5. That would be a D to an E. 5, 6. That's a 5, 6. 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6. So there it is.
That's the fucking lyric melody,
Which is the
affidavit or the girl energy. While the sixth court or the sick note, the doctor jacks the shit. That one just popped right in. It just popped right in. So now to be able to locate those on the fucking neck instantly,
That's the ultimate.
okay, so that's an octave with the 5, 6, 7, 1, 6, 5, 4, 5.
And then 5.
When you're forgot last day, hold your dick with handy leg to 6. So 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 4, 6. Oh, for now, she's been held. Sign the forecast. Some say, some say.
Okay, so now play those fucking melody notes. Da da da. So that's what the fuck numbers are those? 6, 7, 6, 1, 7, 6, 6, 1, 7, 7, 6, 6, 2, 1, 1. So there it is. We're playing with the 6, 7, 1, and the 2. While the fourth chord is played in the background, stroking its doctor shit. Shipping high in transit. He has to have supplies, you know. He has to have plenty of shit. Shipping high in transit. For those that need a reminder and another repetition, SHIT stands for shipping high in transit. Now the reason why that acronym came about, it's actually S period, H period, I period, T period. Shit. Well, back in the old days, the sailors would put manure, which is shit from animals, put manure. Well, it was considered crap or feces. It wasn't called shit back then. It didn't start becoming called shit till after one of the sailors on the ship, because they fucking put the cow crap or the horse crap, the manure, it was called manure, they put it at the bottom of the ship. And one day, a sailor went in there on his break into the shit room to light up a cigarette and smoke a cigarette. And when he lit a cigarette up, all the gases from being down enclosed in a room at the bottom of the ship, the whole fucking ship fucking exploded. BAM! So the sailors, after
after blowing up so many ships, because they couldn't figure it out what was going on at first, because the guy that lit the cigarette ended up getting fucking blown up with the ship too, so no one can figure out what was going on, till finally one of the explosions, they figured it out. And so that's when they came up with the idea, a new idea how to run the society now. Think on these things. When shit is happening in society, society's not functioning right, and shit keeps blowing up all over the fucking place. They came up with a remedy, a solution in commerce, because that's what commerce is. Trading. Well, they're trading. They got fucking manure on a ship because they're hauling it across the sea to trade with another nation. That's known as commerce. But anyway, after so many fucking ships blew up at water, they finally figured out, and they put the fucking shit at the top of the ship out in the open where it can fucking breathe the air. So they would put it in boxes. They would put the fucking manure in boxes or big giant containers, and they would label it shit, because it meant to ship high on top of the ship out in the open air, ship high in transit. And that's where we get the word shit. And it's not a bad fucking word. Shit is actually a common everyday word that's used for trade out on the high seas, known as the streets, out on the maritime land called the water. Everyone's trading a bunch of shit. Especially if it's from the dark side of fucking China, where everything fucking breaks easy. We call it fucking manufactured shit. Talking the dark side of China, not the light side. There's a dark side in every country. Dark side to Russia, dark side to fucking Australia, dark side to the United States, dark side to America, dark side to Africa. Talking the dark side. And it's usually the stuck in the mud dark side, abusive with it. And those are the ones that push rule books on the people. And if you don't follow my rule book, I'll punish you. Because remember, there's nothing wrong with rule books. Rule books are just like suggestions and advice. But to force someone to fucking follow the rule book, and if they don't, then someone's gonna fucking get punished. We're starting to get into and stuck on the mud with it abusively. Well, listen up, Dr. Fuck, with your shit. Here's a sick note singing with, anticipating the fourth chord. And here's the fourth chord singing with that girl affidavit from the law, private maritime law. And here's the fourth note. It's a high octopussy. This is still the fourth note. It's just a high octave, a higher sperm whale octopus to eat. goddamn thing wrong. And there's nothing wrong with wrong, but if stuck in the mud, abusive with wrong. Then mama brings the child with the handling on up to its tits to have some suck. That's the sharp 5 right here, also known as the flamingo note. You know, the flamingo that flies over the Himalayan mountaintops, otherwise known as Mexico. That's the sharp 5th note. The harmonic minor note, or the Ingwe J. Malmsteen introductory note, the harmonic minor scale that he learned from Bach, the old court composer who used to write music for the courts back in the old Renaissance days. Bach! You know, like phlegm stuck in the throat? Bah! You know, like flamenco that flies over the Dutch East India companies, the high Himalayan mountaintops. Gotta make it over this mountain top while this chord singing. Gotta flap those wings harder, harder to make it over. Otherwise, if the flamingo doesn't flap those wings faster and harder, then it shall crash upon the mountaintops. And oh yes, and when the peak is reached with the 21, here's the 2nd U.S. District American Court. And the child reaches the peak, the flamingo flying over That's where the yogis hang out. The yogis that sit around all day and watch every fucking thought starts to see a pattern. Repetition, petition starts to see the repeating pattern. Like an NFL football team. Good play, brother. A pat on the ass. A pat on the ass. Good play, brother. You need a pat on the ass. Pat on the ass. As the brother sneaks a peek at the crack, a pat on the ass. As the ship might explode with gas from the manure at the bottom of the ship. Someone lights up a smoke in the huddle, and here comes a babe wants to cuddle, and the rap with the Jap in Africa, and the rap with the Jap prison warden brings a new rap.
I'm not liking this one as much as this fucking shark fucker.
Oh yeah, it's got a fucking grip on the string.
The flow has more grip on the string, the turtle, the snapper, than the fucking twist and turning pond gator. The turtle has more fucking grip.
Pound for pound, it's like the jaguar. Pound for pound, the turtle has a stronger grip bite. When it comes to Tortex, Dunlap 1.5 millimeter picks, brother would have to bring out the scale, bite, force, weight pressures, and get one of those sea turtles on the fucking clamp. Measure the fucking crocodile's clamp and see which one, pound for pound, has the greatest bite force. Brings a whole new vision to the word Jesus. When one knows the old ancient Jesus, then one wants to celebrate that particular word without being attached to the modern Emperor Constantine and the county state board members that voted in a new interpretation to that old ancient book called the Bible and came up with a personal Jesus that was much different than the old ancient astrology pineal gland Jesus that releases a microscopic oil drop every 30 days and cycling with the moon. Go read the books. They're there to read if one wants to read the books. They don't have to go though. Fourth chord back anticipating free. And the girl affidavit, she expresses those eggs naturally. Eggs are pressing, drawing the pole down. Eggs are pressing. All those Indian devotees like yogis following some dependence. 2, 3, 4, 3. No. Yeah. 5. Fucking string keeps getting caught under the fucking pickup. We need to come. These pickups need to be fucking modified. They need to be fucking edited. This Constitution needs to be edited. It's out of date and it's got a bunch of fucked up amendments added to it. Bunch of hijacked fucked up amendments that fucked up everything. Need to be adjusted. Now, there's nothing wrong with fucked up stuff, but when it's stuck in the mud on abuse, needs to be adjusted. On it! Petition, notice, affidavit. Astrology, Jesus, with self-independent cures, without a mud-stuck abusive doctor controlling everything. There's been a mud-stuck abusive child actor been controlling everything. That's alright, it's only natural that the child satisfy all universal curiosity. Unless the child learn everything the child wants to know, without telling the child you better do what I say, or I'm gonna punish you, make you pay. Nothing wrong with suggestions and advice, also known as rules, but forcing those rules down the child's throat sounds like rape. The bad dark side to pedophilia. It's called rape. On the dark side to pedophilia, I feel ya. Can you feel it? The cat's claw coming with tits to suck again. Another repetition, notice a breast nourishment to help the exploring child become conscious more and more every day. Conscious. cautious with the F4 C key. A6. Hold the sick. Remember, Jesus always visits the sick. The pineal gland, microscopic anointed Christos Jesus, which is very different than the new modern 2,000-year-old personal Jesus that Emperor Constantine and the county state board members voted in as a pile higher and deeper to cover up the story that used to be known with that ancient book called the Bible for thousands of years before 2,000 years ago. But the little child likes to be able to explore the universe, and mother lets the child explore, even go out and hurt everyone. That's all part to learning. It's the universal way. As the 21-5 chords begin to play, universal 2, universal 1, the chords begin to play. As Jesus comes to visit the sick, witch doctor stuck in the mud, locked him, little child, bully, abusive child, locked himself in the mud box, prison warden, and he can't get out until mother's handling arms and that affidavit, that peace warrant turns the key. And mother once again lifts the child with the handling arms up to the titties to drink the lovely colostrum, the colostrum, the colostrum. The Jesus germ is also known as the Santa Claus, but the new personal Jesus turned the Santa Claus into a real, said he was a real person. But all children come to find out Santa Claus is nothing but a fucking cartoon fucking story. Just like the personal Jesus cartoon story is. And all the rest of those coded stories written in symbolic cartoon language to preserve an old ancient knowledge that was being hijacked. So the founding mothers and founding fathers hid the knowledge in secret code in a book that seemed and read like any other storybook. And man, oh girl, what a way to hide and preserve a story, to make it look like and breathe like and sound like and look like any old regular storybook. Now that's a smart mother and a smart universal father. To preserve that knowledge in symbology, cartoon stories. So when the child becomes conscious and the book's still around, the child shall have wonderful books to read. In school, wonderful books to read in school. And the teachers shall once again shine with the knowledge, no longer spanking the behind. Is starting to break apart off the string, so the string is fretting out. What the hell with this? Get rid of this fucker now. Replace it. Replace it. Replace the 4-string. It is absolutely fucking destroyed, worn out. There's all kinds of string on the end of it. Still left though. But this Sicily brother plays this guitar so fucking radically that these fucking 4th strings don't hold up for shit. These are 22 gauge 4 strings. The brother just shakes the fuck out of these strings on the fucking neck. Just rattles the fuck out of them. That's called fucking all natural intensity. Accessing the bone marrow, stem cell rejuvenators. Fountain of fucking youth replace up with love. Get this fucking used fucking string. This thing needs to be rewound. It needs to be restored. Don't throw it away. Save it. Save it with a modern Jesus story until the real Jesus comes along and cures the string. Save it with a modern Jesus story with some temporal night order and legal necessity, which is just something temporary, until the real Jesus shows up and brings the forever cure. There, it's ready for the storage shed. Put it on the museum shelf for the saving. Don't want that kind. This kind of sucks. One with winding on it. They have one. 22 with winding. Yes, juststrings.com. A 22 with winding. There we are. 22 gauge string with winding from juststrings.com, because rogue strings haven't been keeping an ample supply of strings for the guitar.
And I'm sure there was some type of Susan Watch Kiki person, CEO or someone in fucking wrote bulk rate strings that watched Russell's YouTube videos and saw what guitar strings he uses and purposely came out with a shortage on those strings. I think it's just too fucking obvious. Never know, it just might be some type of coincidence. Never know. Always gotta give the benefit of the city of, the county of, the state of, the benefit of the doubt now. So remember, everything's always based on dependency and benefits, stuck in the mud with it on abuse, which is just an unconscious child, that's all. It needs mama's lovely braless tits. Braless tits. Braless. That would be the country fair information. Yes, knowledge obtained from the local country fair. Braless, lovely tits, to be raised to the nipples for an all-natural suckling. That country fair is a forever reminder for those that finally consciousness starts to rise. There's a place to be able to go to suckle. And the place is just known as tits. So out there in Veneta, where the country fair is held once a year, those are the tits for Lane County that don't have no bra on them. They're always shaky, but they only come out once a year so far. So far, it's just once a year. Little bully guy only gets a good suckling once a year. Until the expansion. That would be planet Jupiter, the planet called the expansion planet. That's also the Ozzy Osbourne planet with Sharon. You know Ozzy Osbourne, the television show, and Sharon Osbourne, the famous American Idol judge. You know, the dysfunctional, quote-unquote, dysfunctional family that's rich as fuck. They can have as many children as they fucking want. It doesn't matter because they got fucking all the resources to provide. Every fucking thing. That don't sound like no dysfunctional fucking family of fucking me. Sounds like someone fucking knows something around here. Give it the old Tony Iommi stretch, like Sabbath.
never-ending life is eaten from a tree. Jesus is bringing that new hope. So occupy until it comes. The ancient astrology Jesus, different from the modern Jesus. Although the modern Jesus has some good sides too, it's been stuck in the mud in a whole lot of bad. But it helps to stay alive. Yes, the world is full of time. Don't give up on the blessing. Learn to look at the self in the mirror. Yes, the eyes will see so clear. Don't give up on the blessings. Learn to look at yourself in need. Yes, the eyes will just see so clear. There's much to song was written back in the early 1990s in Bremerton, Washington, next to the naval military base, Penis Innis, otherwise known as the acronym PSNS. And the brother lived on South Montgomery, 127 South Montgomery, until the Navy bought the street in order to expand the base. The brother was given $16,000 as a renter back in 1993. Moved to Hollywood Street in East Bremerton, another place to rent. We long to get back to the place we long to be. When never-ending life is eaten from a tree. Jesus is building a new home. Let's occupy until it comes. Run away, be free. Run away with me. C1, C5. Now, just hold the sick for a while, for the hell of it. Replace with L-O-V-E, L-A-W. Hide world is so unkind. Don't give up on the blessings. Learn to look at yourself in the mirror. Yes, your eyes will see so clear. There's much to back to the road, to the riff, verse riff. Now the change to the song is on D2, which is the second note with the C key. It's known as D as in dog, or D as in dick. Dick is an old ancient name for Earl. Earl is an old ancient name for exchequer or the eggs inspector. Exchequer, and exchequer is an old ancient word for sheriff, who loves to inspect everything. D2, D3, F4. C1, but one wouldn't know this unless they read Black's Law Dictionary, which the attorneys are acquainted with Black's Law Dictionary. They read all the language terminology, where it came from back in the old days when there used to be kings. Well, there are still kings today. Nothing has changed, has it? D2, give up on the blessings. When the sheriff shows up and with knockers at the door, there's Ted Nugent as a deputy sheriff. Brother called his ass out all over YouTube. Haunted. Well, what can I say? I didn't know. I really didn't know until Russell, or Mama Russell, said. That's Mother Russell. Look out, Ted Nugent, and ejaculate freely now. Usually, most sheriffs have been in the past legal sheriffs, and the king tells them that when they're to foreclose upon somebody, go knock on the door, make sure they're out of that fucking house. Of course, that's all against the international public policy, though, because the people are the creditors to the bankruptcy, the corporate bankruptcy. So, might need some more constitutional adjustments here. Amendments, or call them agreements now. A girl instead of amen with the prayer. A girl. Well, hi, Mother Mary. Looks like Mary's getting honored. President Trump and Vice President Kamala Walla, what's in your wallet? Look out, walls, before the DJ advances. Papa! And out tops the private maritime law, or could be the National Securities Exchange and Recovery Act. NESARA, when the farmers won the court case to get all their land back, and President Clinton was supposed to give it back, and he didn't. But there are those in the military that knows that he didn't. And we don't forget. And if NESARA is implemented, like the South Carolina governor brought up 6 months ago on a YouTube video, if NESARA is implemented, there's going to be a whole lot of much more creditor recognition to the people to begin and start with. And according to the rules of NESARA, supposedly these are the rules, there's going to be all new elections within 120 days, as well as all kinds of technology coming out that's been hidden from the people, and all kinds of stuff. The transition shall begin if NESARA is implemented. And usually that comes from the town talk spreading across every fucking nation like a viral, without the gag order, without the sickness, and without all the fraudulent doctor stuff. Dr. Birth Certificate acting thief. Just a young unconscious child though, longs for mother's loving boobies. And so she reaches out with the handling arms to bring Dr. Child Who to the tits for more consciousness. Don't give up on the blessing. Learn the astrology, Jesus, every 30 days when the moon comes around with the town talk. Don't give up on the shaking. Little God loves to enjoy the suck queen. Mamas suck it clean. Yeah. With Sharon, with Sharon, with Sharon, Sharon. Oh, A-I-O-B. Sharon, Ended on the sick note right there. The sick note is the law.
Pull the finger again. We'll hit it with the pulled finger this time.